I want to thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. Oh man, because I'm pretty sure everyone else has been saved. Oh yeah, Bob Dylan, this was his 20th album here in the United States. Can you believe that? So now we're kind of entering the dawn of the 80s. This came out the summer of 1980, and there was also a alternate cover, which had, the artwork here. Get a little more focused. But yeah, this is the other cover of the album. So yeah, this was released June of 1980, and this album was recorded very, very shortly. It was only looked like only 3 or 4 days that they recorded this album was recorded. Once again, Barry Beckett and Jerry Wexler producing the album. Of course, Muscle Shoals that is recorded in. So yeah, this was his second gospel album out of the trilogy. And I gotta say, I kind of like this production a little bit better. I think it's a little bit more just. I feel like there's a lot more into this production, more than I think Slow Train Coming. Because I think Slow Train Coming was a very, very smooth, very polished kind of album. And compared to this one's definitely a lot more. It just sounds so more. It sounds very more lively, I think, in my opinion, than the Slow Train Coming. But you pretty much have everyone that was on, of course, Slow Train Coming, except for, of course, Mark Knopfler and Pig Withers. You have Fred Tackett on here. Fred Tackett was from the group, I think it was like a rock or progressive group called Little Feat, and actually was on. He was on Boz Scaggs' Silk Degrees, plus also some of his much later albums in the 90s he also was on. But yeah, he's definitely a multi-talented session guitarist, bassist. So he's on here. Spooner Oldham on keys. Tim Drummond on bass here. And of course the great Jim Keltner. So really, really fine album. I definitely gotta say, because I know some really hardcore Dylan fans that are really kind of like this era of Dylan here, where he's so very evangelical, and so, he's very laser focused on his faith and stuff. Some people have said that this is not like. It's kind of one of the weakest of his gospel albums or whatever, or the 3 that he came out with. And I kind of disagree with that. I definitely do think that this is definitely a way more versatile, definitely a little more lively, like I mentioned earlier. Definitely a more lively album, So the first 2 tracks here, well, Satisfied Mind, we're going to talk about here pretty soon, written by Rhett Hayes and Jack Rhodes, and Saved was actually co-written by Tim Drummond, who's the bassist of this album. Wait, let me just double check here. Yeah, bassist, yep, on the album. So this is actually kind of it's about like 40 some odd minutes. But I definitely love this album for sure. And I don't know why some people think that this is like the weakest out of the 3. Like this and even Shot of Love too. I almost forgot about that. Shot of Love, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe some people have different point of views on this, how Dylan approaches some of this. But anyways, let's get started here. So the first track here is A Satisfied Mind, and I really love this opening track here. It's only about a minute and whatever, but it's really just grabs you in for this journey that you're about to get into. And I think the songs are definitely more like grateful. Like, it feels like Dylan's approaching himself a little bit more in a more different. He has a different point of view compared to Slow Train Coming, where it felt like, just like, yeah, I don't know, just had like a more different point of view, which leads into a really great gospel rocker, and this is probably one of my favorite on the album, is Saved. Oh man, what a great, I just love like the milky keys that are in there. It's such a really, I think definitely for sure, maybe even underrated track here. I mean, this is definitely his opening here. I mean, this is the start of the 80s for Dylan, even though things aren't going to be definitely a more worse turn, or definitely a turn for the worse later down the line. But man, what a just fantastic Saved. I know I was kind of reading already some of the lyrics to the songs here. And I've been saved by the blood of the Lamb, saved by the blood of the Lamb. I want to thank you, Lord. So he's so grateful. He's so like, he's just thanking. He's thanking, man. He's so just like, oh, he's just so like, oh man, he's really just so very elusive. And just like the way he's just really just letting this out. It's just, wow, what a powerful, definitely a powerful song, Saved. Which leads into the next song, which is kind of a bit of a ballad here, with a great opening acoustic, which I believe was done by Dylan here, and is confident woman. Just really a beautiful song. It's a really very passionate here, with the I definitely love the Carolyn Dennis and Clyde King, with the background here. It's just such an amazing. Such an amazing song for definitely ballad for sure. I think my favorite line here is, "I've been broken, shattered like an empty cup. Oh man, I'm just waiting on the Lord to rebuild and fill me up, and I know He will do it because He's faithful and He's true." Oh man, just love that. And I just got to tell you, I do intend to stay closer than any friend. I just got to thank you once again for making your prayers known unto heaven for me, and unto you always so grateful I will forever be. God, man, Dylan, he's deep into this. He's deep into this road he's taken here. Just, oh man. Then we get the fourth song, which I think might be my second favorite on this album, and is "What Can I Do For You?" What a great, very soulful, I just love the keys as it comes in here, and the call and responses by Carolyn and Clyde. Just, oh man, and just the drumming here is really passionate. Jim Keltner hitting the cymbals. What can I do for you? Oh man, just love it. As soon as a man is born, the sparks begin to fly. He gets wise in his own eyes, and he's made to believe a lie. He would deliver him from the death he's bound to die. Well, you've done it all, and there's no more anyone can pretend to do. What can I do for you? I just love it. And then Dylan comes in with this very bluesy, Mick Jagger, with this really incredible harp that he's playing here after that verse. It's such a brilliant, very, very well written song. And then the end side one is Solid Rock. What a good one. I just love this groove, it's a little bit of, and what kind of time signature it's in or whatever. But it just really has a really heavy, build up or whatever. Oh man. What are some of the lines? Some of these lines are just very well. I definitely got to say, very, very. Yeah, well, hanging on to a solid rock, maybe before the foundation of the world, and I won't let go, and I can't let go. I just love that, repeat, like the repeated verses of back and forth, like, and I won't let go, and I can't let go. Wow, man, I love that song. But anyways, it definitely really represents of, once again how he really thinks of his faith and stuff. Okay, side 2 is Pressing On. This is kind of a little kind of a medium tempo gospel rocker here. Some really great keys done by Spooner and of course Fred Tackett. I love the lines such as "Shake the dust off your feet and don't look back. Nothing now can hold you down. Nothing that you lack. Temptation's not an easy thing. Adam given the devil reign. Because he sinned, I got no choice. It run in my vein. While I'm pressing on." It's a pretty good song. There was actual people that had covered this song. Alicia Keys for the documentary The Muscle Shoals. I guess they had a movie or something from that studio. Pretty good song. Okay, and after that we get In the Garden. I'm pretty sure most Dylan fans that listen to this album, pretty sure, this has to be like the highlight track. Really love the slow intro as it fades in. I believe Dylan's playing those keys, and it's such a very kind of this slow groove, and it gets into this kind of bluesy kind of ebb and flow here. So yeah, it definitely has a lot going in the song, whatever. And I'm pretty sure it's referencing to Adam and Eve, that kind of thing. Some of these lyrics are pretty powerful. Did they speak out against him? Did they dare? I don't know. Probably won't get too much into it, but you know what I mean. I'm just doing kind of commentary. I'm not really, really pinpointing here. And after that is Saving Grace. So we're kind of almost near the end here. So it's about like 5 minutes. And once again, a very nice ballad kind of song. I really love the solo that comes in. I believe that's done by Fred Tackett. Just incredible musician for sure. I love the line, "Well, death of life and come the resurrection, wherever I'm welcome is where I'll be. I put all my confidence in him. My sole protection is the saving grace that's over me." Incredible line. I love that. And then the last track is "Are You Ready?" Oh man, what a great way to end the album. I just love the Carolyn and Clyde repeating, "Are you ready, ready?" Oh man. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to meet Jesus? I love it. I'm ready to lay down my life for the brethren. Oh yeah, have I surrendered to the will of God, or am I still acting like the boss? When destruction cometh swiftly and there's no time to say a farewell or fare thee well, have you decided whether you want to be in heaven or in hell? I just love how he's asking, are you ready for Jesus? Are you ready for this? Are you ready to commit to this? And I think that's what he's saying here, on this song, Once again, has a bit of an R&B slick groove to it, and just what a great way to end the album. So there you have it, folks. Don't want to really, kind of make too much of a long video here. But yeah, I think a lot of people seem to not really give this album its due, you know. But at this time, though, I think with this album and Slow Train Coming, I mean, both of the albums combined, I mean, Dylan he really just had a great big tour. I mean, throughout '80 and '81, just an incredible lineup that he had, and yeah, just really great. I believe he had I believe, in fact, you can actually. I know one of the bootlegs. I don't remember. I mean, off the top of my head, I don't remember the volume of the bootleg, but you can get. I believe it was back in sometime in the 2010s or whatever, and I believe there's the live performances of Dylan during this period here. I mean, definitely, I think from like '78 maybe into '83 or something like that, and it's called Trouble No More. So it definitely covers a lot of the live stuff that he was doing. I believe there's a great live version of In the Garden that's on there. I believe he has stuff like that, and yeah, definitely think that most people seem to brush this album, not really care for it as much. But I really do like this album. I think it's a little bit better than Slow Train. It might be a little bit slightly better than the next album, Shot of Love. But yeah, great. Definitely got to say, very underrated album. I think most people seem to just, whatever, not care for it. But I do. I care for it. Okay, folks. Bye-bye.